You know Kensington is a very dangerous area, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been down out here now?
I've been out here for 4 months.
How has that 4 months been for you?
It's hard being out on the streets like that with no food, no friends, no money, no job, nothing.
Yeah, that's not easy. So how do you survive?
Either you work for it by cleaning the streets. People like you come around and help the homeless. And they help like homeless get what they need and what they need.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to AML Films. We out there. We are in the middle of the struggle. This is Kensington. This is where addiction takes you. I met a very nice young lady. How you doing?
I'm good. My name is Jay.
Oh, Jay, nice to meet you, Jay.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. How are you doing today?
I was a little struggling earlier to make sure my boyfriend was okay, but other than that, I guess I'm okay.
When you said struggling, what do you mean?
He was trying to get food in the house and everything, but he didn't have a job.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
He was struggling like to get a good job where he gets paid enough to take us off the streets.
Oh, okay, all right. Let's start off with your age. How old are you?
17, about to turn 18 years old.
Wow, you can see she's blessed. She's still in her teens. God bless her. So where are you from originally, Jay?
I'm from Mayfair, Philly, Mayfair.
Yo, shout out Mayfair, we out there. So let's go down memory lane. Let's do a little throwback. Tell us, what was your childhood like growing up?
Well, my childhood was like, I was an innocent child with my dad, and he ended up hurting me in a way by abuse. I don't think any child should go through abuse, or any woman, any man, but it's like I was growing up having a good childhood, but at the same time it was a little bad because I didn't get to experience other things that other children got to experience.
And what are those things that you didn't get to experience?
I never got to go outside and play with my friends. I never had a phone. I wasn't allowed to talk to family. I couldn't go to playgrounds and play ball with my dad. I couldn't do nothing, and I couldn't wear certain clothes, and I couldn't go to school.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You grew up with your mom and your dad?
My mom split up after my father passed away.
So you was living with your stepdad?
Yeah.
And your mom?
Yeah.
How was it living with your stepdad?
I mean, it's like, I appreciate him for doing everything that he tried to do with me that my dad didn't do. It's just like, I would get irritated because he's not my real dad. So when he tried to act like a dad, I'm like, my dad never did that stuff like for me. So like, why are you trying to help me?
Yeah, that's loud. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to you, Jay. With step parents, we got some good step parents and some ones who want to act like our parents, and we're not about that, right?
Yeah.
I hear you. What are some of your favorite childhood memories?
My favorite childhood memory is when I was with my dad, and the first time I cried to him just to go outside. He took me to Graffiti Pier, and we sat up on the cliff throwing rocks off and stuff.
Okay, that's some great memories.
My mom took me out. My mom took me out more than my own father when I started living with my mom, because she fought 6 months to get me back in court.
Got you. So Jay, let's go in school. Let's go in middle school and high school. What type of student were you?
I was an A student. I have good grades in school. It's just I'm a bad child outside of school.
And
The teachers loved me there. They didn't even want me to leave the school, but I ended up getting kicked out because I ran away from my mom after she kicked me out.
what was some of your favorite subject?
In the beginning, I hated math, but I became like strongly towards it. But my favorite thing in school to do is science and reading.
Okay, all right.
Writing.
Science, reading, and writing. That's wonderful. So let's talk about where you grew up at. Oh, God bless you, brother. Wow, look at that. See the love out here? I'm sorry, you can have it.
Thank you.
Wow, you guys are amazing. Wow, thank you, sir. Wow, that's beautiful. See, paying it forward. What's gonna be done, Jay? What were we talking about just now?
How school?
Okay, yeah.
I was in 11th grade. The minute I hit in 11th grade, they kicked me out. So I was like, all right, then I guess I'm not going back to school. I tried going back to them, but they're like, you can't even be on school premises. I was like, so where are you expecting me to go? I can't get a job without no education. I can't get a job without no ID or social security number, nothing.
After high school, what did you end up doing?
After high school, I started writing raps. I started writing raps and I started smoking weed, like marijuana, and it became an addiction. It started making me forget about everything that I went through. So when people would ask me what would happen, I'm like, I don't know. And they would force me to say stuff that I won't want to say, and I'm like, I really don't know if that's true, but I'm high. I don't remember things. That's why you don't do drugs or bad stuff, because it becomes an addiction, and sometimes it's hard for you to get away from that. Having a puppy and being attached to it.
So let's talk about Mayfair. That's where you say you're from, right? What are the good and the bad about living out there?
Okay, the good part is that you can make a lot of friends down there. Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
The best part down there is you have really good friends, and it's very fun down there. But the bad about it is you can't really do things out there. It's really bad by like the violence. The violence down there is just the worst. It's worse than probably Colorado, something like that.
Wow, okay. So now let's talk about drugs. Out here currently in Kensington, what battles are you having?
Me personally, I was battling like the alcoholic stuff, but I got through that, so I don't drink no more. But I never did any drugs but marijuana. And I call that a drug is because it's addictive.
So you're out here in Kensington. What brought you to Kensington?
My boyfriend and his family lived down here until they got kicked out. So basically what we were doing was living in a bando.
So are you guys currently living in that bando?
Yeah.
And what's his situation? Do he have any struggles with drugs?
Marijuana.
So that's all you guys use is marijuana?
Yeah, just to get rid of things out of our head.
So you know Kensington is a very dangerous area, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been down out here now?
I've been out here for 4 months.
How has that 4 months been for you?
It's hard to being out on the streets like that with no food, no friends, no money, no job, nothing.
Yeah, that's not easy. So how do you survive?
Either you work for it by cleaning the streets. People like you come around and help the homeless. And they help like homeless get what they need and what they need.
Okay, God bless the people who still have a good heart out here, right?
Yeah.
So what's 24 hours in your life look like, Jay?
I mean, it's not like, I don't take me personally as my life as a person. I take it as more like highlights or a mystery, because this is only the beginning. I'm only growing up right now. I'm not even 19 or 20 years old. But I know when I hit that, I know I'm not down on myself. I know I got some faith in me that I'm going to get up there one day. All I got to do is find the right people to be around.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay around positive people. And you know, out here in Kensington, there's a lot of negativity, right?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that you have seen or that has happened to you since you've been out here?
I see there's a lot of drama, a lot of killing. Drama, arguments with the girls, arguments about boys. Me personally, I don't like drama. So when people come towards me or at me about drama, I just walk away. It doesn't make me seem like I'm the B word, but it just tells me I'm the bigger one. I'm the mature one. I'm walking away from your dumb ass.
Hey, you're smart, and that's what save your life, right? By being smart and not feeding into the negativity, right? So how do you stay safe out here, Jay?
You gotta basically move through it.
Move through it?
You gotta move through it.
So where do you find food to eat?
Usually they have near Boulderknot and Somerset, they have like a gate where you can walk into on certain Wednesdays. You can go and get free food and a drink. And sometimes if there's other homeless people, they would probably give you like $1 or something, as much as they got for you.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Have you been locked up before?
Not in juvenile or prison, but in hospitals, yeah, 8 times.
Oh yeah, okay. So Jay, so since you've been out here in Kensington, you see it's a lot of drugs out here. How do you not fall into that gap and get yourself, addicted? How do you live out here in all these drugs and you maintain?
Basically, what you gotta think about is like, I might have a baby on the way. Like, you gotta think about it in a good mindset. Like, if you do this while having a baby, or you knowing that you got a family member, knowing that these drugs can really kill you out here, you gotta think about it that way. Your family might not show that they love you, but at the end of the day, they still gonna care about you. Me maintaining all these other drugs, I'd rather be healthy and on the streets instead of doing drugs and being on the streets and not knowing what to do with your life after that. I seen my sister do drugs before and now she's dead. It's like comprehend with certain family members, certain things. You just gotta see like what these things do to you. Notice it before you even think about doing it. I see like people shooting up and I'm like, damn, like how can you just sit there and stare at your blood leak? And I'm like, and I want to go over and be like, you okay? Like, you're beautiful, you're a handsome man. Don't do that. You're killing yourself. It's not other people. The way people take drugs, you choose to think that way. You choose to act that way. You can have a right mindset with drugs, very bad drugs, and act different and not be leaning over. You could just be sitting there just staring into the air instead of like laying on the ground with needles in your arm and stuff. It's just bad out here.
Yeah, it is. So now you use weed and you have to be very careful because weed is also being laced with fentanyl, right?
Yeah.
So do you have
That's why I check my weed.
Well, how do you know?
How you know is because there's certain blocks around here that if you get your weed from, if the weed is sticky and has white stuff over it, that's when you know there's fentanyl in there. If there's nothing in there, you're fine. And you can go to a weed or marijuana store and test it to make sure nothing else is in there but weed.
Okay.
But what I do and my boyfriend does before we do it is we break it up to see if it's sticky or white inside. Because sometimes they be wanting to get you like that.
Hey guys, she just educated us. So for a lot of you that's out there who's buying weed from the block, you know, look out for those warning, those red flags that she just mentioned to save your life. So how much do you spend every day on your marijuana addiction?
Anytime we got the money or anytime we see somebody selling weed for free, we just smoke it. But we check it before we smoke it.
Right.
You should check it before you smoke, because if you smoke it and you feel like something's going on. First time I ever smoked marijuana, I was basically going crazy, and somebody was like, "I laced you." And I was like, okay, well, why would you do that? And they're like, I wanted to see your reaction. I was like, well, you had me crying, you had me laying on the floor, you had me thinking that everybody was trying to like attack me in some type of way.
Yeah.
They can lace you with K2.
Yeah, it's out there. So how do you feel when you smoke weed?
In a way that when I'm upset and I smoke marijuana, it makes me forget things, and if I'm listening to music while smoking, it makes me a little bit like feel better.
And what happened when you don't have it?
When I don't have it, I got a lot of depression. The depression hits and it kicks the shit out of your ass. If you don't know how to control it, I learned how to control it because it's been a couple of years since my dad been gone.
Yeah.
Because when I was living with him, when I was a baby till 9 years old, I stopped seeing him, and 3 months after I was found out that he was killed by a car.
Man, that's horrible. May his soul rest in peace, you know?
Whenever my boyfriend got some money, he pays like $10 or $20.
Okay.
But it's like he doesn't really like to spend it on food. We need weed in our system or we're gonna just not be there mentally in the head.
Right.
And I'm just like, babe, I'm hungry. Sometimes here and there he'll get me food, but here and there we just smoke all the weed.
So what struggles are you having out here currently?
The bando. Sleeping, basically, if we lose that crib and they find out we're in that house, we basically on the streets for good.
And that's?
We lost our car. We kind of lost everything. I just got, like, basically my main priority is to earn people's trust back. Is because I know that I'm a quiet behind kid, but it's like kind of disrespecting my mom in a way by telling her F you. But the only reason why I did that is because she was never there for me. It was only my dad, and she ain't tell me that my dad was dead until 3 months after.
We got you in front of the camera. Rest in peace to your dad. Do you want to say anything nice about him?
About my dad?
It's up to you.
I love my dad to death. He's like my best friend. It's like, I feel like if somebody was to ask me who was your best friend, I'm gonna just straight up tell you it's my dad, because he's been there since day one. That's basically my day one.
Understood.
And no matter if your father or mother pushes you puts damage in your head or does something really messed up like sex trafficking, it's just like sometimes you can't forget it, but you can forgive those people for what they did.
Right.
And that's why I told him before he went, I was like, I held his hand while he was already gone, and I told him, I won't forget what you did, but I forgive you and I love you.
Oh, that's nice. And I'm sure that meant a lot to him, you know? That meant a lot to him. So, Jay, let's get off topic and we done, okay? What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is red.
Okay, you see she got the red slides on. Okay, she's representing. What are some of your favorite foods?
My favorite food is, I don't really have a favorite food. I just eat everything.
Okay, that's good. You're not picky. That's what's up. Do you have a favorite TV show?
It's kind of bad, but 13 Reasons Why. It just shows you mentally on what not to do. and what to do in a situation if you're going through like being raped, kidnapped. It just gives you a way to get away from your own past.
Right, okay. That's what's up. So you are currently in a relationship.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a partner?
Respect and loyalty. The conversational type situation. Because talking is like key on trust. You don't really have to love somebody because you can't force nobody to like love you. They come to you. But I ended up going to him and we just fell in love.
What's your zodiac sign?
Me? Nobody likes my zodiac sign, but I'm a Taurus.
Yo, shout out to the Taurus. I think I interviewed a Taurus a couple days ago. Yo, say what's up to your sign, show her all the love. Okay, what are your short-term goals now?
My short-term goals is getting out of this predicament. Because if I'm out of this predicament, I wouldn't have to worry about these type things going on. Or me watching my back every time I walk around, like having somebody follow you or just stare you down.
And what are you doing currently to help you get out this situation?
Stay in the crib and sleep all day.
Are you trying to apply for jobs or shelters?
I can't. I tried doing down Broad Street. I tried doing a shelter, but their beds were full. And also, I can't really get my Social Security or my IED, so I can't get a job because my mom won't give it to me.
So many obstacles in your way, right?
Yeah. I basically got to wait till I'm 18 to get everything.
That sucks. If your friends or your family see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
I love them. I love them. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for certain things that I did.
Understood. What are some things that you love about yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
I love how sometimes I can give really good advice to people who really need it. And I'm a caring person, but if somebody crosses my line, you know where it's gonna go. I'm a Taurus, so you know either I'm gonna get pissed off or I'm gonna just rumble you. It's just like, don't cross my line, it will be good.
Hey, you heard her. It's all about respect with her. Respect her and she's gonna respect you back. And she's 100. If you had 3 wishes, what would your 3 wishes be?
Get my dad back, to go back to boxing, and hustle, get a very good hustle on the side.
Okay,
Something
awesome.
that's gonna make me go up.
Nice. So now that you say you do boxing, do you have any skills or talent that we need to know about?
Not really. It's just like I like doing my uppercuts.
Oh yeah, where you learn that from?
Boxing.
So you got some boxing classes under your belt?
I did before.
You got some moves you want to show us? Your uppercut?
I don't know. I just be like.
Yeah, one time, huh? Okay, guys, she got a nasty uppercut. Don't find out about it. All right, Jess. So we about to wrap things up. If you had to pick to fly or to be invisible, which one would you pick?
I want to fly.
Why?
I don't want to be invisible because people can't really see you.
You want to be?
I want to be known and seen by people.
Shout out to the Bird Gang. We out there. What's your favorite season of the year?
Usually people go say summer, but mine's is winter.
Winter. Okay, that's my first time hearing winter. Wow.
Yeah, I need to be in that cold. I don't need to be in this heat like right now.
Oh, I hear you.
Balls.
Got you. When you was a little kid, what do you want to become when you grow up?
I wanted to become a shark.
A shark?
A shark and a doctor.
That's awesome. Okay. Now this want to take us home. There are a lot of people in this world who judge people who are struggling with homelessness and addiction. What's your message for the world?
Don't judge a book by its cover because you never know what they're going through.
Hey, you heard it. She said it best. So AML family, I want to tell the lovely Jade, thank you so much for opening up and, you know, sharing her story with us. We're going to, you know, stay connected with her. We're going to support her, let her know she's not alone out here. Jade, is there anything that you're in need of that we can help you with?
Just a phone, probably.
A phone? Okay, guys, so you heard it. Jade needs a phone. AML family, she's looking for a sponsor. If you would like to be her sponsor and help her, show her the right way, she's open for it, guys. So drop all the positive comments you got for the lovely Jade and we'll stay connected with her. So guys, remember, don't be bitter, be better. Until next time, AML Films, and we out there. Peace out.